right, ladies, so it's time to do some spackling. First things first, you gotta get yourself a spackle tool. So this is a putty knife. They come in all different sizes. We like this 3-inch. They come in 1-inch, 6-inch. So we like the 3-inch. Sometimes I use the 1-inch as well, but make sure it's clean because you want to be able to get a smooth surface of spackle when you put it on. So this is what we use on our jobs. It's called Fast Dry Premium Spackle by DAP, D-A-P. We love it because it dries really fast. You can also use the pink stuff that turns white when it's dry, but we really like this. So clean putty knife and some spackle. What we've done to your boards is we have some nail holes in every one of these boards. Some of these actually have actual screw holes in it because, you know, let's just say you're renting an apartment and you wanted to put up a bomb diggity picture in your apartment. So you drilled a hole in your wall or put a nail up to hang the bomb diggity picture, but now it's time to move out. So you gotta fill the hole, right? So you don't get fined. So this is a perfect example of what you need to do. So the trick about putty, I want you to know, or mudding, is you gotta kind of massage it. You kind of gotta mix it up because you can't just slap it on the wall and call it a day. You really have to, and I learned this from my painter, you really have to kind of massage it and knead it in order to get a really good smooth finish. So you got your dry putty knife or your smooth putty knife. So you get some putty on there, just a little bit, like this much maybe, not even, this much. And you just start filling your nail holes, just like that. And the goal is, and I have an example for you guys too, the goal is not to have a bunch of like putty just like on the wall, because the more putty you have on the wall, the more you're gonna have to sand off, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. So what you wanna do is get most of it off, right? You don't want all these little edges that you're gonna have to sand down. You wanna get most of it off. So you can start with a bunch on there, but then just flatten your putty knife out and take most of it off. And you can always go back. See how this one, if you wanna zoom in, see how this one, I did my first go through and it didn't really fill that much. You can always go back. Just get some more in that sucker. There you go. So I have it all gooped up, right? And all I gotta do is scrape it on off, and there you go. Or you can leave a little bit, let it dry, and then sand it all off. It's really up to you. I scrape it off, but I also have a little bit more experience. So worst case scenario, you'll have a little bit left over and it'll dry and set up, and then you can come back and sand it down. We have some sanding blocks, and that's next.